I ain't gonna lie. I still don't watch NASCAR, but I know how to break down a story. And that's what I'm about to do right now, okay? So, Shane Van Gisbergen, his emotional win in Mexico City locks him into a NASCAR playoffs. And again, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how the NASCAR playoffs work. Let me make sure I'm saying his name right.
Montoya. We've seen Daniel Suarez. We've seen Marcus Ambrose. And now Shane Van Gisbergen.
Shane Van Gisbergen. So he wins. Very little went right in the buildup to NASCAR's first International Cup Series points paying race of the modern era. A mechanical issue on takeoff forced his team charter to abort the initial journey to Mexico City. He arrived at the venue Friday, a day late, and after winning the pole Saturday, the New Zealander fell seriously ill. He was sleeping on the floor of his hauler before Sunday's race, unsure he'd be able to physically compete or complete the 100-lap event at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. That must be the track name, I guess. But there's something special about the Kiwi. So, this guy's from New Zealand, I guess. So this guy's from New Zealand, right? So they're calling him the Kiwi. Um, they say there's something special about the Kiwi and new venues, especially in the rain. And he salvaged the weekend by winning on the road course to earn an automatic berth into the NASCAR's playoffs. Okay? And wait until you see this. First off, you see his birthday over here? Look at his birthday right there. So he's got that ninth day of the 5th month birthday, right? 95. Now, we all know what's going on in Minnesota, right? With this guy, Vance Luther. I think they're saying his name Belter. But he's got the middle name Luther. They only show it some places here. Oh, right there. Vance Luther Belter. That makes me think of Martin Luther. And Martin Luther had this book, the 95 Theses. You see this? So we get this trending story with the Minnesota guy. He's got the middle name Luther. You see him right here. He shoots these lawmakers. His middle name's Luther. Now this guy wins this race. Shane Van Gisbergen. He's got the 9th day of the 5th month birthday. And then that makes me think of the 95 Theses right here. Other decoders may speak of that. That's the only reason why I know of that. But you see that? The 95 Theses, or disputation on the power and efficacy of indulgences, is a list of propositions for an academic disputation written in 1517 by Martin Luther. See that right there? Then a professor of moral theology at the University of Wittenberg, Germany. So I caught that with the 95, and let's take a look at this Martin, and it's just a painting, I guess. Let me get a drink here. Wow. Look, this guy died. Hold on. This guy died. That's Dr. Dre's birthday right there. And that hit in my last breakdown. Look, I have it over here too. This hit in my last breakdown right here. Let's go over here. All right, so look at this, that Dr. Dre birthday. So look, this hits more than one way. Look at this right here. This is the last. Look, this is the last breakdown. Contavious Caldwell Pope. He's got that 218 birthday as he's headed to um is it the I think it's the Memphis Grizzlies. He's headed to the Memphis Grizzlies along with God, whatever the hell the other guy's name is. Oh, right there. Cole Anthony, right? So Caldwell Pope has that 218 birthday. I connected that to Dr. Dre with the same birthday. That's the last breakdown I did on this channel. Now we have this Luther connection right here. This race car driver has the 9-5 birthday. Martin Luther has the 95 Theses, which connects. The shooter of the two lawmakers has the Luther middle name. And this guy died 218, which brings us back to this last breakdown. So you can see how this all works with all of these connections. So we had a few of those things on the fly right there. And here's Martin Luther, German priest. Ooh, so that kind of, if he's a priest, then that syncs up with the Pope and Caldwell Pope. Look at that. Mmm. I got coffee and I got one of these Sprite zero sugar plus teas. These are kind of bomb. No caffeine. Look at this though. You get the 218 and you get Pope right there. And freaking Martin Luther was a priest. And that syncs up with Pope. Look at that right there. I'm going to admit, though, I don't really know much about the character. Isn't that amazing, though? And he's got that, and he died on Caldwell Pope's freaking birthday. Pope, priest, and look at this last breakdown I did. Dr. Dre's got Romel, his middle name, like Rome. The Pope is the Bishop of Rome. God damn it. And that Luther connection, again, brings us back to the Minnesota shooter here, Vance Luther Belter. Martin Luther's got the 95 Theses. Now we're back here at the racing breakdown with the 9th day of the 5th month birthday. Damn it. Hey, don't forget that shooting of the lawmakers, that was on Trump's birthday, right? This race, look at this. Look, this race was the next day. Look at that. The dude's got the 88 on his car. Check that out. Dude's got the 88 on his car. This all connects to Trump again. His first name, Shane, 88. Trump, 88. Look, the car's purple. Purple equals 88. Not only that, Shane has 47 and 25 like Trump. Trump's got 29, purple 29. Purple's got 74, the 47 reflection. Shane and Trump 47. How amazing is that? So isn't that amazing? We always land on the fly here. And let me make sure this race was this race was Sunday. They changed the article. Okay? But isn't that amazing? Let's go back over here. So this completely connects with Trump. One day after his birthday, dude's got the 88 and the purple. Look at that right there, man. Shane really equals 88. So everything's connecting to Trump just super heavy right now, right around his birthday. They still don't want to let us know that shooting. Ooh, that shooting was in Minnesota. Home of the Minnesota Vikings, man, and they wear purple. Look at this. And the home of Prince, right? Purple Rain? Damn it, man. Look at this, man. I don't even want to look at what's trending over there. Look at that. The Vikings got the purple. Prince. Look, Prince. Ooh, look at Prince's birthday was. Damn it, man. Prince's birthday, as I record this, Prince's birthday was 9 days ago. Look, and he. Hold on, man. Look at this. Died in Minnesota. You get the purple. This dude wins this race in Mexico. Dude's got the purple car connected with Trump. Don't forget, Prince died on the Queen's birthday. Queen Elizabeth II, and the Pope died. And the Pope died that day. Damn it, man. There's Pope Francis. And then we go back to this new breakdown. This is the last breakdown here. Caldwell Pope. Woo! He even played for the Lakers at one point. They got the purple. God damn it, man. Again, check this breakdown out from earlier. Y'all, this was an amazing breakdown. This was the last breakdown, and you could see how it syncs up Pope with Martin Luther and the priest and the Minnesota lawmakers getting shot. Oh my God, man. So we went to the musician Prince, and then we're back here at the last Pope. Wow, man. Excuse me. Oof. Excuse me, y'all. That is freaking wild. I don't know. You may have to be a veteran decoder. I mean, I know this could be confusing to some, but oh my God, man. So, anyways, this dude goes by three initials: SVG. Shane Van Gisbergen. I know somebody else who goes by three initials that are in the NBA Finals: SGA. Shea Gilgis Alexander. So look, Shea like Shane, Van Gisbergen like Gilgis. You see that? SGA MVP of the 2025 season. Look at this. He is in the NBA Finals. This guy wins SVG. You get the three initials, Shea and Shane. Holy crap. So you get the Trump thing going on. You get Gilgis Alexander. This even connects with the Slick Rick album he just dropped. Look, it's called Victory. That victory changed his career trajectory, and Van Gisbergen left Australia V8 Super, whatever he's talking about. Now he gets this victory, right? I just did the Slick Rick breakdown with the Victory album. So Slick's got the S, Shay's got the S, Shane's got the S, and you get Victory to connect to that. The new visual album by Slick Rick. God, this stuff's wild, man. Even Trump, his character, you see right there, CNBC explains, why does Trump dislike Mexico? And this race was in Mexico. Look at that. Mexico City. And then the dude with the 88 that syncs up wins one day after Trump's birthday, man. You see right there? Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. He started the race ranked 33rd. When Mexico equals 33, Sunday equals 33 in the language. Mexico even has that 30 in the reverse reduction cipher. You see that right there? But his victory in Mexico City earned him an automatic berth into NASCAR's playoffs. And again, somebody else is going to have to explain the NASCAR playoffs to you. The New Zealander led 60 of 100 laps Sunday. You see that right there? Donald Trump equals 60. Donald Trump equals 60 in reverse reduction. And this dude led a career high and career best 60 laps? This was 1 month, 6 days after his May 9th birthday. 1-6. This race on the 166th day of the year. Don't forget, 1-6 connects with Trump. Remember his middle name, John, equals 16 and 61. One of the guys who got shot in Minnesota, political figure, his name was John as well. Trump was all connected with that. Just by the language. It doesn't mean he has anything to do with it. This stuff is all by the language, okay? So you got the Capitol riots that they connected with Trump with the 1-6. This guy wins the race with the 88 on his car 1 month, 6 days after his birthday. On the 166th day of the year. This dude even led 60 of 100 laps. So you get that 6 and you get that 1. One more time, man. I sound over enthusiastic. I am. This stuff is wild. Look, this says Joe Gibbs Racing down here. Look at this. You get Christopher right there. Donald Trump's dad's middle name is Christ or Christ. You get it right there. Okay? And then they say Joe Gibbs Racing, Joe like Biden. You see that right there? He had to contend with several challengers, Ty Gibbs, Christopher Bell, and Joe Gibbs Racing. That's on the fly. Christopher, you get Trump's middle name, his dad's middle name in there, Christ. And then you get Joe like Biden right there, man. And look, Donald equals 31. This dude took the lead for good with 31 laps remaining. Even his full name, Shane Robert Van Gisbergen, 113. Remember, politics equals 113. And you get that 13 in 130 right there. So you get the same numbers. God. So did I just leave that blank or what? Man, isn't that... Oh, and I guess I just... Oh, did I not finish? Oh, okay. So here, we got some extra stuff here that I guess I didn't finish. And you get to see... Look how busy I stay. You see the tabs up there, right? So look, this is just bonus. You see 1 month, 6 days after his birthday, 1 day after Trump's birthday. Look how 1 month, 6 days is the same as 5 weeks, 2 days after his birthday. Racing equals 52. And notice the 38 right there. With the span, it's 38 days. From his birthday to this race. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. I mean, a 38-day span when racing equals 38, 5 weeks, 2 days. The span is from start to end, remember? So from his birthday to the race, a 38-day span. But It's 37 days after his birthday, which is the same as 5 weeks, 2 days. So the 1-6 hits, the 5-2 hits, and the 38 hit. You see that? And I guess I'm gonna have to just clean that up a little bit and then download it into the finals again. So that's amazing. With all of the beef with Trump and Mexico, man, that purple connection with Prince and Minnesota, with Martin Luther and Vance Luther Belter, the guy who shot the politicians, the 5-9 connection, or I should say the 9-5 connection with this guy's birthday, with Martin Luther. We we connected the new pope with the other breakdown. Uh, the former pope, R.I.P., connected with Queen Elizabeth II, connected with Contavious Caldwell Pope, and that last breakdown I did. So isn't that wild? Wow. Shout out to y'all if you made it through that. Wow, that's wild. So I don't know when the playoffs begin. I have no idea. Isn't that wild with the purple there? Man. And that Queen Elizabeth II. There's like a lot of Queen, King, crown stuff going on right now. And, obviously purple with the Queen, royalty. Look at that right there. And this dude's got the purple 88. You know what? Even like England, if you're talking about England over there, you're talking like the royal family and all that, whatever. Even London's got the 88, and you get some of these same numbers again right there. And you get Dawn, London. Wow. I'm kind of blown away, man. And then this dude, his death date is Contavious Caldwell Pope's birthday, and that connection to Dr. Dre. Damn. So go check out this last video, y'all. This last breakdown on my channel. Magic Land Desmond Bain. If there's any real people out there, I feel like it's just me and Richard, which that's fine. We could just make videos for each other. And I kind of feel like almost everyone else is bots. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Wow. All right, excuse me. I had a little interruption there. Cool. So, wow, that's amazing. Okay, so let me know what you think about that. Absolutely wild. Okay, I'm blown away. So I don't know. We may have reached 30 minutes again. We may have reached 30 minutes again, if not more. That is super wild, man. You got about six different stories going on, all intertwined in this. 6, 7, or 8 stories all intertwined here. And I bet if I read more up and down this Wikipedia page, I would find more with this guy. Wow. And so when is game 6 anyways? The Thunder. Oh, it's game. Is it game 5? Barely. So this game's just underway, it looks like. Just over 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Okay. OKC. So we'll see what happens with Gilgeous Alexander with the same initials as this dude. Okay, y'all. So damn. Again, you're gonna have to go elsewhere if you want to know all about this racing playoff and everything that's upcoming. That was nearly overwhelming there. Van Gisbergen's emotional win in Mexico City locks him into NASCAR playoffs. And I'm showing you how it's just a script completely connected with Trump and all those other stories. Again, if you want any other details on the race, you're going to have to go elsewhere, as this is a decoding channel. Shout out to y'all, man. Until next time.